guys, I'm Brooke.
And I'm Riley. We're the siblings behind the Raising Glaziers.
We just joined our dad's glass business.
And now we're learning the trade, filming journey, and probably dropping a few things along the way.
Every episode we break down what we did, what we learned, and what it's really like being teen glaziers.
So if you're into tools, the trade life, or just here for the chaos,
you're in the right place.
Let's get into it.
So first of all, what was it like having your first day here at My Architectural Glass?
Kind of felt like I've been here before. I've been walking around this building, especially that old building. I kind of know what goes down, but actually just kind of being a little bit a part of it felt different. It was very good, though.
Brooke, how about your take?
If I had to put it in one word, I would say developed, only because I'm so used to you doing all the videos, so I got a concept of what it's like, and it's not as easy as it seems. I would feel like the creativity, like you can copy someone, like their post, but the inspiration, creativity is kind of difficult.
It can be difficult, but fun at the same time and rewarding. I noticed, I told you guys this earlier, but I think it's worth saying again. Only a father or mother would be okay with their children doing better than themselves. No other human being on the planet would immediately be okay with you doing better than them. That said, the first two posts on Instagram have garnered more viewership than I've been getting over the last 6 years of posting, which makes me a little jealous, but it just goes to show how good you guys are at this. You know, if you weren't as energetic or creative, it wouldn't get nearly the viewership. So kudos to both of you for getting outside your comfort zone. I think this is a culmination of me embarrassing you guys for a majority of your life. It's kind of like not a problem to you.
Yeah.
How would you say this compares to other work that you've been doing? I know you guys have other jobs right now. Is this something that you could see yourself doing full time?
It's very different from what I'm doing. I've already worked at my other job for around 6 months. So once you pick that up, it's just over and over. On the first day with that, I'm just not used to it. It's a whole totally different feeling. And could I see myself going to it? I wouldn't say I can't see myself going into it. But if I would, I just need time to, get better, maybe learn some new stuff and get creative with it.
I would definitely not go full time. And that's not being rude. I think maybe as like, what would you call it? A side hustle? Just not
part-time.
Part-time, right.
Why?
It's just, there's a lot of creativity that goes into it, and I feel like with like being on the camera full time, you don't get as much social interaction like in person as over the phone. And I like talking to people and like sharing my creativity through my words, probably not through a video.
I think you'd be pleasantly surprised after doing this for a couple weeks, the notoriety and the amount of people that are intention that are going to want to talk to you after this. It might surprise you. So let's talk about the actual glasswork in itself. I know I haven't brought you on any job sites yet, which we're going to this week. But what surprised you on the first day of work so far, outside of the social media?
Very laid back, calm. Now, I know we're kind of in the off season-ish where everything's like that, but it's a different type. It's not being the hustled. It's just, you know what you got to do, and there's only one way to do it.
The right way.
The right way, yeah.
Brooke?
I'm going to say the opposite. I thought it was hustled. I was taking a break, eating my, my bagel, and I was having my creative brain, and I was up, and I'm like, hold on. I think it was opposite of laid back. I did like what we were doing. It was just very moving.
Do either of you know what a glazier is? I know we had to teach you guys how to even pronounce that. Brooke, how did you pronounce it the first time?
Glazier.
It's French?
It looks French. Like glazier, just, I don't know the way it's
Fancy.
Yeah.
Do you know what a glazier is?
A glacier or glazer?
Glazier.
Someone who works with glass?
Yes.
Okay.
Anything and everything around glass, whether it's installing it, manufacturing it.
Marketing?
Yeah, pseudo. I mean, that's part of the business. That's why you get, if somebody was in the marketing, you'd say, I'm a marketer for a glass company. But if you were an actual installer like I was, and all of our installers, if somebody asked them out in public, they said, "What do you do?" They'd say, "I'm a glazier," which insinuates they measure, manufacture, and install glass products.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought you came up with that word.
No
idea that was a real word.
That is a real word. Like electrician, a mason who handles cement or bricklaying.
Well, that's not
carpenter.
Like an electrician. You don't call someone like a glassician or something.
No. You would call him an electrician. Somebody that does electrical work.
I said that.
Well, glazier, somebody who does glass work.
This sounds weird. I don't like it.
Okay, so you got 4 more days this week of producing content, not only within the building here, but or are we boring you?
I'm not.
You're just tired from a long day?
A long day of just sitting behind a phone making videos. Yeah.
Okay, well, you did a good job. Listen, not all jobs are glamorous, especially in the beginning. You got to push through that till you start to get some, people calling in or requesting a quote for bid, maybe even a influencing gig, maybe a brand deal. Who knows what the future holds? I'll definitely be your agent. What are your favorite tools to use when editing these videos? Do you prefer to do it through the platforms themselves, or do you like to use external programs? Brooke, you first.
I like external apps.
Like?
Well, when I used to make like little movies when I was little, I used to love CapCut. Like, I think, because some external apps have a template, and I like using a template as like a base and then so forth.
Modifying it from there.
Right.
Riley, what about you?
So far, because I've only made so many videos, I kind of like going either send it straight through Instagram and do it there because they got a lot of stuff that you can just do for a quick video, or just sending it to my dad so he can do it.
There you go.
That too.
Let's break down some of the stuff that happened today. Was there workplace woes? Any mistakes that you guys made today that I was not privy to that you'd like to share with the audience? Anything that might have been an embarrassing moment? I know you guys went next door here.
Maybe that some communication went off when Brooke and I were trying to film a video in the parking lot, and I had told her, go out you're just gonna walk to the middle of the road, stop, turn around, that's it. And so she walks out to the middle road, still walking, turns around and quickly looks back. I'm like, what are we doing?
And what did you learn from that?
I learned maybe I should give an example first.
Brooke, any workplace woes or embarrassing things that happened today that you could share with the audience?
My pronunciation of the word glazier. After you told me a million times, and I think just my mindset of it being so like easy, and I just sit on my butt all day, like thinking it comes up, but it really doesn't.
No, you got to put in the effort.
Right, yeah.
Well, I'm definitely proud of you guys after the first day. You didn't quit, so that's good. You got some very good viewership on your first 2 reels that I've posted, even though there's a total of 8 in the can, which I'm going to get done here while Riley or Brooke is cooking dinner this evening. But I just wanted to say that I'm super proud of both of you for coming in and putting up with me and my curtness. Sometimes I can be very curt, direct, and forceful. And you guys didn't bitch or complain, and you kind of took the orders and you ran with it. And I'm super proud of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for doing a great job. And stay tuned for our recap tomorrow afternoon. Until then, we'll see you next time.
Perfect.
What? I don't talk.
Unless there's any shout outs you want to say?
Shout out to myself. I think for dancing in front of a camera and going out of my comfort zone, I would say.
Respect.
Shout out for my grandparents for dropping us off some Lifesaver mints. Those were really good. I appreciated those a lot. And shout out to somebody in Boston who taught me a new word. Deformation.
What?
Deformation. The action to throw oneself out of a window.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, that was true.
Thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
We'll unpack that a little bit later.
All right, guys. That's a wrap on the workday and the episode.
If you liked hanging with us, give us a follow and share it with someone who thinks trades are cool.
or someone who doesn't will change their mind.
Catch you next time on Raising Glaziers.
Stay sharp, but not like glass sharp.